Okay, so the other night I managed to get the front half of my exhaust installed. It was not too bad taking the old header off. Just unbolted it down into here, unbolted all the head bolts at the back and at the front, and unbolted the cross pipe underneath after taking the mufflers off. And then after that, no problem. The old system just popped right off. It's very well fit. The new Vance & Hines pipes, however, they're a bit more tight of a fit. They fit, but you got to cover everything up. I covered everything up with blankets and stuff so I don't scratch any of the chrome. But it's quite a struggle by yourself to get up in the front. There were no clearance issues with the bolts. I didn't have to take any fairings off, so that was nice. But it's a bit snug between the front and the back pipe. So I had to do the front pipe in to the exhaust port first, and then I moved to the back, and I managed to wangle it in there. I had to pull back on this quite a bit to make it go in, and once I got it in, it was no problem. I just put the two flange plates back on, put the head bolts back on just finger tight, and then I played around with this mounting bracket in here. It gives you an extension that you put in between the frame and this bracket to push it out slightly, just to give you enough clearance, because this X pipe's got quite a bit more, takes up quite a bit more room. So once I had that done, then I mounted the cross pipe underneath, and this all covered up right now with heat shields, but it's went pretty well. I have to change this out in here. I have the wrong bracket. I have the stock bracket and clamp mounted to the new, well, the new clamp mounted to the old bracket. Apparently I have to change that. It comes with this bracket here, so I have to work that out. I'll just change it around. I got it roughly leveled out where I need it to be to get the best ground clearance. But I'm going to have to mount the mufflers and just make sure. But all in all, it went pretty well. You put all your heat shields on first, they say in the manual. I found I had to take this right off and leave it off till I was finished installing the header. And I had to loosen this one right off and drop it as far down as I could. I had to actually take the hose clamps off the main pipes so I could move it down far enough, because I didn't have enough room to get my wrench up into here. And the head bolt is up in here, but this cover's in the way. So once I got that in, no problem. Put the hose clamps back on, tighten everything up, put the X pipe cover back on. This one was on okay, it didn't have to be moved. This is the one for the rear, the muffler. I got it loose. Once I get it all muffler on and everything lined up, then I'll tighten this back up. So the next step is going to be, I'm going to put the Fuelpak 3 tuner kit on the bike. So I come around to this side as per instruction. I pull off the left side cover, and that exposes the clip that I need to use, which is right in here. And this clip was hooked on to this little dovetail right here. So I needed to make room to be able to, first of all, fit the plug on here, because there's not much space between here and here. So I found there was a cord up in here. Sorry, right here. And it's like a battery charging cord. Must be an auxiliary cord, because it already came with another cord up in here, as you can see. So a little backup never hurts. So this is what I'm going to be putting on today. Fuelpak 3 tuner kit. It plugs right into the 6-pin connector here. It's pretty much plug and play. You just scan this barcode onto your cell phone. Works for either iPhone or Android device. It tells you which cover the side is mounted on that you need to work with. 2008 and up, which mine's 2017, so I'd be on the left side. Tells you which pin connectors you're going to use. You have to plug it in, then you turn your ignition on without starting the bike. The lights on the front of the Fuelpak system will flash. And then it says that it's linking to your phone and to your bike. So you touch the icon. And it says if you have internet capability or connectability, that you're connected or not. And you accept that. Excuse me. Then you have to make sure your VIN numbers are matching. Once you pair that up and you flash it, it becomes married to this bike for one time only. And it can't be married to any other bike. So it worked for this bike, and that's what you got to use it for. You can take it and you can scan another buddy's bike. If he has problems, you can diagnose problems on another bike. But it won't be able to flash the system at all. So I'm going to go ahead and try that, and then I'll get back to you and let you know how it goes.